part of your road today. I'll lose track. It's mid-season. What's it, Wednesday, Faz?
Yes.
We've just made our latest signing, Sar Kaba. You must be delighted to bring Sar to the club.
Yes, very, very happy. We've been speaking to him for a little while now, and I know him very well personally. I know him very well from playing against him as well, and he's always caused problems. You know, he's a very, very pacey, explosive striker who can score goals. And seeing as we re-signed the big man, Kieran, we're happy, along with Tash, who we hope to announce very soon. We've offered him a deal and he's agreed. So, you know, we've got a nice combination of forwards at the club now, and they all offer something slightly different. So, yeah, very happy.
Do you see us playing 3 at the back this year, or 4-4-2? Is one of your main 1 or 2 formations?
Yeah, well, we're going to initially set out to continue with the 3-4-1-2 system we finished the season with. You know, so that will allow Cabs to play off of either Kieran or Tash, or we can use a combination of any of the 3 strikers we have. But yeah, we're setting out to play with 2 up top. Yeah.
Are you looking to bring another striker to the club, or are you looking to start with the 3 strikers you've got?
Well, at the moment, we're talking to a few other players in different positions. So we've got 3 forwards at the moment, and if we only end up with these 3 forwards, we'll be more than happy. If we could potentially add 1 more, then that can be good. But we're pretty happy at the moment.
Friendlies this season. In previous seasons, the managers always had 9, 10, 11 friendlies. We're not going to have that many this season, Faz. No.
We're penciling in 6 friendlies. I think we've confirmed 5. We're just waiting for the last one to be confirmed. Just because we believe in a lot more time on the training field. We want to work with the players on the training field, on their fitness. We want to work on the patterns of play, on the tactics. So everyone knows what page they're on. And 6 friendlies in our eyes is more than enough.
With Sar coming today and committing before going on holiday, that sort of is in with your ethos of trying to get players signed up. Is it hard, the fact that you offer players deals and you're waiting back for them all the time? Is there a time scale in your mind where you've offered players deals, if they don't come back to you and take that deal, that you'll go and get somebody else in? Yeah,
within reason. We don't want to apply, unnecessary pressure on players, but we've explained to them the sooner we can get the squad sorted, the sooner we can work on other things and focus on other areas, of the team. So yeah, we've offered deals to a number of players, and we're waiting for a few replies. And with Cabs, it was important to get him, confirmed and signed before he went away on holiday. Because you never know what happens in a week's time. Minds can change and things can happen. So yeah, it was very important for us to get the deal done before he goes away. Now he can relax, enjoy himself a little bit, so he can come back fresh and ready to go.
You heard Cab say that he sets a target of 20. Obviously, a lot of strikers will set 20. Are you confident that Cabs can score plenty of goals in this league next year? Yeah, definitely.
That's kind of a generic target. Strikers like to set themselves 20 goals, and it's difficult. You don't want to put pressure on players, but we've brought him in to score goals, and we believe he can do that. Like I say, we've got a nice combination of strikers at the club now. It's kind of a tradition to have a big man and a small man, so we want Cabs to play on the shoulder and use his pace to get in behind, which will, it should scare teams, and I'm sure it will scare teams, and you'll find they're going to end up dropping off, and that will allow us a lot more room to play football, so we're not just going to go long and look to go in behind every single time. We're going to threaten, and if they give us the opportunity, we'll do it, but I expect them to then, be worried and be scared and drop off, which will allow us to play a lot more football in the middle of the pitch. So it has multiple benefits. Yeah.
The good thing with Cabs is he hasn't just got that one part of his game where he's actually quick or he can finish. He can do both, can't he?
Yep, exactly. Like I say, he's done it in the past, done it against us, and that's what we brought him into the club for. He's also, he's happy pulling out wide and creating chances for others. So it's important that we have players that can do multiple jobs in the team. That flexibility is key for our squad next season.
Kieran St Amy last season under you was a different player.
Yep.
He seemed happier, he was more productive on the pitch, he created assists, he held the ball up well. You must be pleased to sign Kieran for another season.
Yep, exactly. When we came in, we put faith in him. We saw attributes in him that would benefit the team, and I feel he proved us right. proved a lot of his doubters wrong, because you know, he had a hard time before we came in. He possibly, he didn't produce as he should have, and he's his number one critic, you know. But when you put your faith in him and you believe in him and, you know, you trust him, give him the opportunity, I felt he repaid us, you know, not necessarily with goals, but with his all-round performance. You know, he's not going to be a massive prolific goal scorer, even though I do believe he's going to get us some goals tomorrow, but he brings so much more than just goals to the team. You know, he's a big physical presence up there, he's a handful. He created many assists, you know, so he's got a very good all-round game that can help the team, and we look forward to getting him super fit next season. Because we believe, you know, even though he did well for us, his fitness levels still could have been better. And it's nice to have a pre-season now to work with all of the lads and get them all into tip-top shape so they can go out there and produce even more next season.
We've seen examples in the past of players that have re-signed for Welling, and there's been a bit of a Marmite reaction, with some people very happy and some people less happy. We'll mention some of those players: Joe Healy, Lee Clark. They went on to be fantastic players. There's absolutely no reason that Kieran can't kick on from where he finished last season and become an established vital player for the team. Yep,
exactly. You know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So, you know, I'm not going to knock anyone for having an opinion. But to be honest, in this team, the only opinion that matters is me, Matt McIntyre and Paul Barnes. You know, we're the management team. We pick the team. We sign the players. So, you know, we have faith in the players that we've offered deals to. And we believe they're going to repay the faith we've got in them with performances on the pitch. You know, it's all about believing in players, having faith in them, and they'll repay you. So that's the approach we're going to take, and everyone we've offered deals to, we're more than happy to bring on board for next year and work with.
Right, as regards to squad size this season, do you have a rough idea of how many you'd like?
Well, we're hoping to have the majority of the squad as signed players rather than have to rely on loads of loans, which we have in the past. Problem is, you know, when they come in on loan from other clubs, their heart is not really with Welling, you know. So if we do find ourselves in trouble, which we don't think that would be the case next season, you know, they might think, I don't really care what happens because I'm going back to my club. You know, so it's important that we get 16 to 18 contracted players with Welling as their number one interest, so we can get you know, we can get some nice effort and focus from the players. So yeah, we're looking at anywhere from 16 to 18 contracted players, and no doubt there will be a sprinkling of loans throughout the season, just because you never know what happens injury-wise and suspension-wise. But yeah, we hope the majority of our squad are all signed and contracted. Yeah.
So what next for Faz during the close season? Obviously, the training camp you usually have has been sort of, it's not happening this year because you're committing to Welling in this time.
Yep.
Did you manage to get a holiday, will you, before pre-season?
Well, that's pretty much, you know, that's in the back of my mind at the moment, just because we've got a lot of planning and organising to do, and we've still got players that we need to sign. So yeah, the priority for me is obviously Welling and making sure we've got a squad finalised and making sure all the pre-season is set up. And once we've got it to a level that we're happy with, then I can think about going and enjoying myself and relaxing for a little bit, because it's very important, not just for the players, you know, for us, the management. We need to come into pre-season, you know, with fresh minds and, you know, full of energy. And it's important that we find a little bit of time to relax. So yeah, I'm sure I'll find a few days to relax. But like I say, the most important thing is to make sure everything is set up and ready to go for pre-season. Yeah.
Right, final question. As regards to pre-season, do you see yourself having most of your squad signed up for the start of pre-season and then a sprinkling of trialists to come in a few of the friendlies?
Yeah, exactly. That's an ideal world. We want, you know, majority of our squad all sorted for the 30th of June, which when we go back, so Tuesday, first training session. And then, you know, if we short in a couple of areas, then we'll introduce. Yeah, we'll invite a few trialists along and yeah, and see how they get on. But yeah, you never know what happens over the next couple of weeks. But the idea is to get a settled squad all sorted before we go back to pre-season. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thanks for talking to us, and well done on the signing today.
Cheers. Thanks.
Cheers, thank you.